Hello and welcome back. So let's see. I'm standing here in front of our ore machine, which has been working fantastic. Now, the reason I'm standing here is because of all the things I've built so far, this happens to be the one machine that I am the most, I guess, almost proud of, I guess. It has worked better than I expected, even given the mana inputs I'm getting into it. I left this thing alone for probably think like 3 or 4 days, and it actually filled up an obsidian chest with ingots and filled up both smelteries attached to it, plus the ender chest. So as you can imagine, it's working rather well. Now, let's see. I guess the second reason I'm standing here is overall, this Britannia area has been the area of our base that I am the most happiest with. I guess happiest. Overall, I like this build better than, the others. As far as my building goes, this has been very creative for me. I like the way it turned out. It's not something I normally build. I've got my stone machine over there in my living wood and stone machine, rock, whatever. Works very well. I mean, overall, I'm really happy with this area. It produced more in the way of useful machines than most of my Minecraft stuff does. And I guess the other reason I'm highlighting this, as so far I haven't been able to come up with anything else. We started on Thaumcraft, and it hasn't caught like Britannia did, which is kind of a bummer. For me, unless I've got, I guess we'll call it kind of like a spark of inspiration, there's nothing for me to do. And we've kind of run into that point in this series where I've kind of lost that spark, and I've been trying. I mean, it's this video right here, this will be episode 50, which, we haven't made it to 50 in a series before, which was, kind of a milestone. Unfortunately, 50 means I also kind of ran out of ideas, which is kind of sad. I was hoping to have something to do for this episode. And it's been about, let's see, a week? I think a week since I encoded episode 49. Prior to that, I'd actually recorded episode 49 a week or so before that, at least a week. So say about 2 weeks minimum since I've actually played on this server. And I haven't been able to come up with any new ideas. So, as you've noticed, there's another series that I'm playing now, Regrowth. I started that one, several days after I realized that I had nothing else I could get out of this. Nothing else I could think of. As it stands right now, I'm pretty much the only one playing on this server now. Newt doesn't really play anymore. He kind of lost it, months ago. And, our daughter here, or my daughter only plays occasionally. We get another player. He hasn't been online in probably a month. So no one's really making use of this system anymore. So what I'm probably going to do, I think, is save this one off and switch my Regrowth world onto this server so it can stay up all the time and start working with that one. Because, unfortunately, like I said, without something to build that catches my interest, it's basically work. It becomes tedious, and I don't really want that in Minecraft. I want to have fun while I'm doing these things, and so far I've kind of found that fun and that interest in the Regrowth series. So hopefully at this point, hopefully you'll understand and be willing to take a look at the Regrowth and see what it looks like. It's a complete deviation from what I've normally done, which is I think part of the interest in it. It's not just a land in a world and just go through your checklist and start building things. It's you start with literally nothing, and you can't just dig a hole and get something and start working. You have to do things in a specific order. It's one of the hardcore questing mod, not sure which one it is, but it's basically it's set around a quest book, so you have to do things within reason, within a certain sequence to be able to progress. So that's been interesting so far, and hopefully everyone will join me over there. I would kind of love to see everybody watching those as well, and commenting on them and let me know what you think. But for now, I thank you for watching. I'm thrilled with all the support I got. People watching the videos, people hitting likes. It was great. It was fun while we did it, and unfortunately that fun kind of ended. And then we'll just kind of move on from there and see what else we can find. But at this point, if anyone wants to see like an actual breakdown of how this machine was made, let me know. Put something in the comments. Say, hey, I'd like to see a kind of a creative build of this thing to show how it's working, and maybe modify it a little more, because I never really refined this thing. It's been working so well, I haven't seen a need to. But like I said, thank you for all the support and everything, and I hope I'll see you over on the Regrowth series.